today, and today's video is one that I have wanted to bring to you guys for quite a while. This is how to be a morning person. So if you guys didn't know, I am definitely kind of a natural morning person. I love the mornings. I love getting things done in the morning. I love how bright and sunshiny and happy it is, but that doesn't make it any easier to wake up in the morning, especially when you have to go to school or work or something like that. So this video is going to be tips and tricks how to wake up in the morning, but not only wake up earlier, but want to wake up earlier and be more excited to wake up earlier. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe down below, as well as click the thumbs up button if you like this video and if you want to become more of a morning person. Also, if you guys didn't know, I got a P.O. box. I'll have the address on the screen, as well as it's always in the description box. I opened it a couple weeks ago. If you have anything you ever want to tell me, just send a letter on in the mail to this address and I can open it, #1 on camera, and reply to you, or I can write a letter back to you. I don't know, I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm also filming on a new lens, so if you like how this works or looks, then let me know. Also, another thing I might add is, obviously this is not my normal background. This is actually in my bedroom. I am still working on getting my studio space put together with all the new decorations that you guys saw in my last video, which was a huge home decor haul for my YouTube studio room. I'll have it in the cards above. I'm still trying to get that set up, but hopefully guys, next week's video will be in my new studio room. So excited. So I think that's all I have to say, so let's just get on into the video. Alright guys, so my first tip for you guys is to obviously go to bed earlier. I know everyone gets in those habits, especially if you're like me and in the habit of going to bed in the AMs. It's gonna be pretty hard to just magically go to bed at 8:30 or 9 p.m. one day when you're used to going to bed at 2 a.m. So I would just gradually start to go to bed earlier and get up earlier so that you're more tired and ready to go to bed at night. And obviously that'll help you feel more refreshed and because you got more sleep. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Go to bed earlier. #2, make a to-do list for everything you need to do for the next day the night before. Now this is more of a productivity tip, but I still think it's really important because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like I have a mental alarm clock when like I'm thinking about something that I have to do the next day earlier in the morning. Like my brain will literally wake me up for it and not let me sleep in like till 2 p.m. like I would if no one ever waked me up. It's a problem, really. But seriously guys, I do this all the time, write out a to-do list, especially on the weekends, of all the things you need to accomplish and get done the day before, and that'll subconsciously make you wake up earlier and wake up more excited to get done with your tasks and hopefully make you more productive in the next day. #3, drink water first thing in the morning. Now, it is a known fact that water actually wakes you up way more than caffeine does in the morning, so you can still have your cup of coffee, but first off, get in a big cup of ice water. I like to have either a water bottle or a cup of water on my bed the night before, so I drink a couple sips before I go to bed, and then first thing when I wake up in the morning, my mouth is usually kind of dry, so then I can have a quick sip of water, and that, honestly guys, if you've never done it before, wakes you up so fast. It's actually insane because it's just water, but trust me, it works. #4, don't eat food or caffeine after like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or something like that. Food, especially carbs, gives you a huge rush of energy that'll make it extremely hard to fall asleep. Now I know a lot of these tips are kind of like falling asleep tips, but like I said in the beginning of this video, what you do the night before determines how you're going to feel when you wake up the next morning. So try not to eat food and carbs or drink caffeine after like 6 or 7 at night. #5, just get up. Now I know this is literally probably the hardest one because your comforter is so freaking warm and the hardwood is so freaking cold, but if you just get up, you're up. And once you're up, it's easier. And you won't be as tempted to get back in your bed because you're like, I've already done it once, so it's fine now. That was a horrible explanation of that tip. Let's just move on. #6. I know you've probably all heard this one before, but keep your alarm or phone away from your bed. So have your alarm over on your dresser or on your desk or just on the floor. across the room from you. You'll still hear it, you'll still wake up, but you won't be able to click the snooze button. You'll actually physically have to get out of bed, and like I said in the last tip, once you're out of bed, it's so much easier to stay awake. Also, the same thing with your phone. If your alarm clock is like different than your phone, I would also put your phone across the room, because even if you don't like get up, you can still be even if you're awake, you can still be tempted to grab your phone and scroll through Instagram for another like half hour, which will put you behind and lose a lot of productivity. Because once you kind of start getting in that black hole of YouTube, it's really, really hard to escape, trust me, literally. Number 7, make your bed. Now I know this is more of like a productivity tip again, but number 1, it'll make you feel really productive and really good about yourself. You're like, oh my gosh, look at me, I just made my bed. But also, it'll prevent you from being able to get back in your bed once you're already up. Because I know a lot of times, I'll get up, I'll get ready, I'll feel so good, and then in about 10 minutes, I'm back in my bed watching YouTube videos and will probably fall asleep until like 3 p.m. So if you make your bed, that makes that not an option anymore. Number 8. Is that 8? 8, right? I think so. Start your day with a jam sesh, alright? Once you get up, obviously, and wake up and whatever, I love to put on, other than like school mornings, because I get up for like 5:30 at school mornings and like nobody else is awake, so I don't want to wake everybody else up, but on mornings that other people are already awake too, or if you live by yourself, I don't know what you do, put on some music, jam out, you guys. This will not only wake you up, it'll get you moving, which, you know, good to get your muscles and blood flowing, you know, in the morning, but it'll also start you out in such a good mood. I know sometimes, like, I wake up and I'm stressed for the things that I have the day ahead, and sometimes the main reason I don't want to get out of bed is just solely because I don't want to start doing all of my endless tasks. But if I start out with music, I'm in a good mood, I'm pumped, and I am ready to get started with the day. Number 9. Stretch. So I know all of you probably know that it is fantastic if you're one of those people that gets up at 6 a.m. and goes on a run every day. But honey, for those of us that go to school or have to go to our jobs in the morning, or are just lazy like me, like, we don't really want to get up and run first thing in the morning. But it's still extremely important to get your muscles kind of stretched out and moving in the morning, get that blood flow going up, and a great way to do that is just stretching. So sit on your floor, you don't even have to stand up. How great is that? Stretch out your muscles, just get moving a little bit. If you're into yoga, you can do that in the morning, but like, hun, I am not flexible enough for yoga. Like, whoa. And just get moving a little bit. So those are all of my tips for you guys. I think it's really important to be a morning person, and studies show that people are their most productive in the hours of 5 a.m. to noon. Now obviously you guys don't have to get up at 5 a.m., but just keep that in mind that these early morning hours are not just meant for sleeping. They're actually meant to be super, super, super productive. And trust me, you're gonna feel so much better once you start getting in a routine that you're waking up earlier, getting more stuff done, and going to bed earlier, tired, and feeling fulfilled. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel down below. You guys already know, I've said it in my past couple videos, got a P.O. box. It's in the description box down below if you guys want to send me anything. Also, please comment down below any video ideas you guys want to see on my channel, as well as we're gonna have a question of the day, and the question of the day is, if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? For me, you guys know that one of my big dreams in life is to travel the world and take photos and do all that sorts of stuff, but my place that I am currently obsessed with, I'm not actually gonna go, and because my family doesn't really travel, but if we did and we were going on a spontaneous magical trip, I would want to go to Santorini, Greece. The sunsets are beautiful. They have that pretty like white like buildings on the hillside down to the ocean. It's sort of just so picturesque, and I really want to go. So hey, Airbnb and Delta flights or something like that, you want to hit me up? Your girl over here, flight for 2. Anyways guys, I hope that you liked that video, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye guys!